In astrology, Uranus is the planet of rebellion, innovation, sudden change, and liberation. It's named after the primordial Greek sky god Uranus, who embodies the heavens themselves. Unlike many planetary names that come from Olympian gods, Uranus is tied to an older, more abstract deity, a symbol of the cosmos in its raw, unshaped form. This ancient lineage sets the tone for how Uranus functions astrologically, as a disruptive force that challenges norms, shocks systems, and awakens higher awareness. In myth, Uranus was the personification of the sky and the original ruler of the cosmos. He was the husband of Gaia, the earth. Together they birthed the titans, the Cyclopes, and the hundred-handed giants. But Uranus was a tyrant. Disgusted by his children, he imprisoned them in Gaia's womb, forcing them back into the earth. Gaia, writhing in pain, crafted a great sickle and gave it to her titan son Cronus. One night, as Uranus descended to lie with her, Cronus ambushed him and castrated him, throwing his genitals into the sea. From the sea foam arose Aphrodite. The Furies and Giants also emerged from his spilled blood. That myth is a template for Uranus's role in astrology. Sudden rupture, generational rebellion, and liberation from oppressive systems. The story shows the violent overthrow of an old order, making space for new forces to rise. Discovered in 1781 by William Herschel, Uranus was the first planet found with a telescope, marking a major break from ancient tradition. It symbolized a moment of revelation, much like the Promethean spark. Its discovery coincided with revolutions in America and France, the beginning of the Industrial Age, and a surge in radical thought. Astrologers quickly recognized Uranus as the planet of sudden insight, electricity, freedom, and upheaval. It rules the sign Aquarius and is associated with community, ideals, and the future. Uranus doesn't care about comfort or tradition, cares about the truth, and it forces that truth out, often through disruption. In personal charts, Uranus brings awakening, whether through a breakup, an epiphany, a relocation, or a total shift in worldview. It might upend your life, but it's always in service of freeing you from what's stagnant. Prometheus, though not directly linked to Uranus, is deeply Uranian in spirit. A titan and son of Iapetus, himself a child of Uranus, Prometheus defied Zeus by stealing fire and giving it to humanity, an act of rebellion, innovation, and the spread of knowledge. He was punished harshly, but his legacy is one of human progress. In astrology, this myth echoes how Uranus grants sudden insight or genius, often at a cost. The birth of Aphrodite also reflects Uranian energy. She emerged from the castrated remains of Uranus, rising from sea foam. This may seem grotesque, but symbolically, it's about unexpected beauty rising from violent rupture. Uranus tears down structures, but from the chaos, something new and divine is born. In astrology, this represents breakthroughs after a personal crisis. The French Revolution happened shortly after the planet was discovered. The cry of liberté, égalité, fraternité swept through France. The storming of the Bastille and the fall of monarchy represent Uranus energy perfectly. Sudden rebellion against tyranny, the collapse of a hierarchy, and a vision of an egalitarian future, whether or not that vision was fully realized. The Tower card in tarot is another symbolic match. A lightning bolt strikes a tower, forcing people to jump or fall. Uranus doesn't ask permission, it acts, and in the ashes of what falls, new structures can rise. In a birth chart, Uranus shows where you crave freedom and where you're meant to break the rules. It's a generational planet, spending 7 years in each sign. Large groups share Uranus placements, reflecting collective urges toward innovation in a specific area, such as Uranus in Scorpio, which brought radical changes around sex and power. On a personal level, Uranus aspects can show where you might experience sudden disruptions or where you're meant to innovate, break chains, and live authentically. Uranus is the sky god who won't be bound. He is revolution, lightning, cosmic rebellion. He disrupts comfort to create progress, tears down illusions to reveal truth, and urges us not to obey, but to awaken.